Hello, welcome to this training video about Microsoft OneDrive. What is OneDrive? OneDrive is your personal hard disk on the cloud, which means somewhere on internet in the Microsoft IT centers. It allows you to store, manage, and access files and folders from anywhere in the world. You can share files and folders with other users inside and outside your company. You can recover previous versions of each file which have been modified by you or other persons with whom you shared the files. And you can synchronize folders with devices such as laptops, tablets, and smartphones for offline modifications. How to access and use OneDrive? From the Office 365 menu, just click on OneDrive. You will see that a new tab is being opened with OneDrive inside. This page is very similar to the File Explorer in Windows. On the left side, you have the navigation pane with the different possibilities to access files, the groups you may be part of, or here the search. On the right side here, you have all your folders and files, and on top of it, a menu. And far right, you have a little information icon about the files you may have selected. This menu is context-based. This means that if you select something, it will change based on what you have selected. If you select a file, you have this menu. If you select nothing, you have another menu. So good advice, select what you want to change because only then you will have the necessary menu option. To change the way you see the files, you can play with these two buttons. This is the sorting button, and here to switch between the list view and the icon view. On the left side, you can decide to see all your files, all the recent files you have been using, all the files that have been shared with you by your colleagues, for instance. This is Discover to see which files could be interesting for you. This is part of the Delve functionality of Office 365. And this is your Recycle bin where you can recover documents or folders that you have deleted. Here below, you have a list of all the groups you have been joining. By just clicking on it, you open the group and discover all its functionalities. And on the top here, you have a search engine. If you type a word, you wait a little bit, you see that OneDrive will display you all the files and folders containing the word you have been looking for. By clicking on a folder or file, you just open it. Here I click on Customers and I open this file. If I click here on Excel file, it will open the file in Excel Online. If you just want to select a file or a folder, you have to click on the left side of it. To create a new folder, you click on New, Folder, and here you can type Offer. You say Create, and you see that you can the directory appears. If you want to copy a file to this directory, you select the file and you see now that the menu has changed and you say copy the file. You say, okay, where do you want to copy? To one of the groups you are part of or just on your OneDrive. And you say, no, okay, on my OneDrive, I want to put it in Customers, Offer, and I can say copy here. You see here on the right side, he informs you about what he is doing or has been doing. If you copy a second time, you don't know that you have done it before, you say, okay, I move now this file and I want to move this file to the same place. Move. Okay. You see that he will inform you there about a possible error. He didn't move it. Why? You click on it and then you see the information. You say here it exists already. What do I have to do? Do I replace, keep both, or just stop? And you click on here. Here I can say replace, and now he is moving the object and replacing the other one. Closing. There are multiple possibilities to upload files to your OneDrive. One possibility is by clicking here on Upload. You can upload files or folders. If you upload files, it opens this, and then you can just select a file that you have somewhere on your desktop, for instance. You say open, and the file will be uploaded. Here you have again the information that it has been done. Other possibility is drag and drop. You can go to your Explorer and select a file and then just drag and drop it into your browser, and again he will upload it to this folder. To download a file or folder, just select the file and click on download, and you will find it in the download manager of your browser, where you can open it or save it in a different path. OneNote keeps tracks to about 25 versions of each file. If you want to recover a previous version of one file, you can click here or right click or click on these little dots, and you click on version history. He will look up all the versions you have, and then you can select one. If you click on this little arrow, you have the choice to view this previous version, to restore it. This means that in this case it will become a third version. You will not lose your version 2, or to delete this version. OneDrive is your personal drive, but you can share files or folders. If you share a folder, all files inside will be shared immediately. If you just want to share one document, one file, you select the file, and in the menu here you click on Share. You will then have the possibility to define how you want to share this document. You see, anyone with this link can edit this item. This means that if you send this, all persons having the link will be able to modify it, which can be dangerous if it's a confidential or document. Here if you click on this link, you will have on the right side the permissions that you can define. You can define that anyone with this link can edit or can just view the document. And in this case, if it's anyone, you can expire, and you can define a date, a number of days after which this link will expire, just by putting 1, for instance, or 2, or whatever. If you select, no, you need a login from the company, you can select only people in the company name. So here you can only decide if it's editing or not. But if you want to specify that only certain people can access your document, you have to choose this third option. And there again, you can select allow editing. If you say OK, you can now enter here the name of the person. If it's an internal person, you will see the list appearing here. But here you could also include the name of external persons. And you can add, please help me on this document. And you say share. From that moment on, this person will receive a mail informing him or her that you shared a document with him or her. This is the mail the person you have sent the sharing to will receive. By clicking here on the name of the file, it will open in a browser. If you just want a link to a file, you select the file or the folder and you say get link. Here, in the same way as sharing, you define how you want this file to be shared, and after that you click on get link. With a copy link, it will be copied to the memory and you can paste it in a mail or in a document to refer to this file. On the right side here, you can see if you shared or not a folder or a file. If you want to know with whom, you select that file and you click on the little I here. It will show you the recent activity, but also your sharing. This allows you also to unshare, if I may say, with certain people. To close this little window, just click again on the I. With OneDrive, you have the possibility to synchronize folders on the OneDrive with your computer. This allows you to have access to these files even without having access to internet. How does it work? You have to start from your OneDrive. There you select the different folders that you want to have synchronized. Once you do that, you start a synchronization and they will be copied to your portable computer in this case. Beware, you will notice that it creates OneDrive directory here, and below will be all the folders that will be synchronized. All other folders under this PC, the documents and so on, will not be synchronized. So when you will be working on your PC and you save a file, if you save it in one of these folders, they will be automatically synchronized to your OneDrive. If somebody adds a file into a shared folder here, it will be automatically synchronized to your PC. So beware, big mistake often made is that everything stored in this PC, like on your desktop, will not be synchronized. Only the folders under OneDrive will be synchronized. And you can do this with multiple computers. So I could say I have another computer or a smartphone, a tablet. I can select which folders I want to synchronize and I start it. So this has to be done from the computer you want to synchronize to. You select the folders and it will be done. I will show it just now. To define which folders you want to synchronize, you have to go to your File Explorer on the computer you want to work on. There you will see OneDrive with the name of the OneDrive. This is a OneDrive application that needs to be installed on your computer. It is done by default with Windows 10. With Windows 8 and 7, you have to install it yourself. So you go there to OneDrive, you do right click, and there you select choose OneDrive folders to sync. OneDrive will show you here a list of all the folders available on your OneDrive. By just clicking here on opening subfolders, you can select the folder itself or a subfolder. If you do this, you say OK, it will start synchronizing. On the lower part here, you see how many space you selected and how many space is available. Don't forget your OneDrive is 1 terabyte big and maybe your portable is not so big, so you will have to choose. In your File Explorer, you will see this little green dot telling that the folder or the file is well synchronized. When you will be working offline and creating a document, you will see that some files will not be synchronized yet. They will be as soon as the connection is established. You don't have to take any action for that. Beware for a possible and frequent confusion. You have OneDrive for Business and OneDrive. OneDrive for Business is the environment you get with your Office 365 company account. It's the professional environment. OneDrive is the one you get free with your Microsoft email account. It's your private environment. These are really two different places where you can store your data. They have nearly the same functionalities, but are really two separate hard disks, if I may say. So beware not to store professional things in private and vice versa. A last little tip. When you are working with OneDrive, you will notice the little cloud here in the taskbar below your desktop. Here I have two clouds because I have a OneDrive for my company, a OneDrive for business, and I have a OneDrive personal. If you right-click on the little icon, you will see a little menu, and here you can say View Online. This is a way to go to your OneDrive without having to go through your Office 365 menu. Thank you for your attention. I hope you will enjoy working and collaborating with Office 365 OneDrive. See you soon.